Hello, this is Bullet, aka the Passive Aggressive Sherpa. In today's video, we're taking a look at the next batch of dubious deaths encountered in Destiny 2. The sad thing here is that I have so many to share and just not enough time to make all the videos. I must collect a solid 10 to 20 clips a day. The problem is that I have no way to quickly name them when saving the files on my Xbox. I'm in the middle of a game, I can't stop to rename a file, so this makes sorting through all the clips after a week or more of gameplay a tedious endeavor, to say the least. But I start going through, and I stop when I hit about 5 clips that stand out or make a point. With that being said, here's the first clip that I want to make a point about. Nothing too special about the death itself, but what caused the death is happening more and more, and it pisses me off every time. It's one of those situations where I'm moving up on the enemy, but I start taking too much damage and try to move or back up, and I can't, because there's suddenly some idiot on my team that is standing right next to me. You can't see that I'm desperately trying to get away from the enemy as he's shooting the shit out of me. At the moment, I have no idea why I can't move, and I'm literally screaming at the game, "Why the fuck can't I move?" But I'll slow it down, and it'll become clear what happened. Alright, so here's what happens. I'm running around the corner. There's a guy shooting at me. I die. But when we slow down the footage, we can see what happened. I run off on my own. You can see in the HUD that I separate from my team. I see that we're going in opposite directions, but then they all turn around and follow me. I don't see that as it's happening because I know there's someone ahead of me. I'm focused in on that. Don't get me wrong, I check my HUD often, but this is just one of those situations when the moment I look away, my team changes course and decided to start following me. So I make contact with the enemy. I don't realize most of my team has run up and stood beside me and behind me, leaving me completely unable to get out of the way of the incoming fire, and that pisses me off. I get that sticking together is an effective tool, but seriously, people, give a brother some breathing room. We all need a little space to work our magic. Up next, I just grab some heavy and I head over to B. I start capturing B when the rest of my team shows up. They keep standing on C. I turn and look at all my idiot teammates that jumped on B with me instead of running over to defend C. It only takes one person to capture zone. I should have been the bigger man and just left to go defend C. But I always do that. This kind of thing happens all the time. This time, I was staying. Sadly, so did everyone else on my team. Once captured, I make my way to C, nail a couple of bad guys, then use my fusion again to kill the last man on C. But it doesn't kill him. Somehow, he magically is moved out of the way of my incoming fusion projectiles. Let's take a closer look. I know he's about to land. I take aim and fire. As you can see, it should be a direct hit. But no, once again the gaming gods have denied me my glory in combat. Moving on. I can only say about this clip or describe it as, what in the fuck? As you'll see, I'm dominating with my super, and I'm actually being shot at, and the guy doesn't kill me. Everything's great, I'm thrilled, I'm doing great, and then all of a sudden, with a fucking tractor cannon, I am dead in a second. Even slowed down. What the fuck? The speed at which this sad fuck comes around the corner and shoots me, it's literally unbelievable. The thing I probably hate the most in the Crucible are those that use swords in their heavy slot. The reason isn't because it's a sword. It's because right now, the sword isn't like any other heavy weapon. Because when you use the sword, you are suddenly granted super-like abilities that put everyone else at a disadvantage. When using the sword, you can suddenly jump higher and move faster. No other heavy weapon does that. In this clip, I get killed by someone with a sword. And as usual, this person with the sword manages to jump and reach far beyond what would be possible with any other weapon. I'm not saying people can't use swords. I'm just saying it doesn't impress me, and I think less of you when you do. I get it. I get the appeal. But nothing you do with a sword is impressive. In this last clip, we're switching it up from the Crucible to Nightfall. This is from last week. I hate what the weekly Nightfall has become in Destiny 2, and in my opinion, Bungie just made it worse with their last update. However, I'm not one to make up my mind without giving it a try. Every time I tried, I made it to the boss with maybe 1 or 2 deaths. Not too bad. But in all the times I tried to solo it, what happened here never happened before. I honestly have no one here to blame but myself. This isn't a glitch in the game where the AI seems to become self-aware and destroys me in ways that far exceed its original programming. No, this was just me trying to be esoteric and thinking I could fly even faster past this first set of ads by jumping as I reached the top of the stairs, and while in the air, maneuvering around the corner and making my way into the infinite forest like a boss. Well, as you're about to see, so much for trying to be something I'm not. It didn't go too well, and I died on what was literally the easiest part of the entire Nightfall strike.
Okay, on our way.
Funny how you can be playing all alone, no one can see what you're doing, and yet you can still be so incredibly embarrassed at how bad your gameplay just was. This is that moment. Anyways, that's it for this video, and if I've still got your attention, if you like this video, please consider liking it and subscribing to my channel. Maybe even hit that notification bell next to the subscription button, and never miss one of my riveting videos. And if we could get 1,187 likes on this video, that'd be great. But most of all, thanks for watching.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping.